Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Buffalo Sabres Be a GM. I realize it's been forever since we've done a Be a GM. Actually, it's been almost a month since I've recorded. So it's been a long time, and I apologize for that. There was a video addressing that earlier. That's for the Be a GM vote. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and vote. Link is down in the description below of this video as well as that video. Instructions are in that one a little bit more detailed, so go ahead and check that one out. So we've missed the playoffs, and again, it's disappointment. That's part of the reason why we're going to be doing a new Be a GM. Is just as getting too ridiculous here at this point. So let's simulate past this, all this crap here. Get into the offseason. I mean, we had good performances from good players. You know, Reinhardt had 50 assists. Let's go scout assignment. Can't remember where we were when we last left off. It's been so long. But I'm hoping to get back into things. Hopefully we can actually, you know, get some good time or good GMs in here while we have time. Top 10. Queue we don't know much about, so let's check 3 weeks there in the queue. That's fine. And let's get going here till it's, let's go 18th. Well, I guess it's June. I guess it's June where it'll stop. It's been a good year for the Buffalo Sabres with 42 wins under the belt. I like what you've been doing. Keep it up, but I'll be hoping for a bit more from you next year. We have to keep improving. All right, well, that's fine with me. I'm fine with us keeping improving. But, I mean, it's just disappointing again. You know, year after year, we're failing. We're coming up short. We're ending up missing the playoffs. I mean, last year was great. Last year, we had tremendous potential to go deep into the playoffs. Well, we did go deep into the playoffs. We just couldn't quite get through to the finals. So, to say last year was a disappointment would be sort of would have been a little bit of an exaggeration because it wasn't a disappointment. We squeaked into the playoffs and we drove deep. This time we couldn't get into the playoffs, so we hope to build on that. Now, a lot of you guys are saying that I rushed the build on this one. I don't think that I did. I think that I tried to be competitive year after year. The fact of the matter is when an NHL team puts a product out on the ice, they're looking to win, no matter what. They're looking to win with what they have. You look at the Calgary Flames this past season, nobody expected them to be a playoff contention team, let alone, you know, make the squeak into the playoffs. But you know what? They had a fantastic playoff run. They won the first series, and then they ended up losing in the second. But still, who would have thought that would happen? Everybody in Calgary was ready for a big rebuild. That's the way it was set out. That's the way everybody imagined it being, and including myself. I mean, I expected the Calgary Flames to be rebuilding for at least a couple years. You know, and for them to, well, let's do a month. For them to all of a sudden turn around just like that and get back into things, is it the Colorado Avalanche effect? I hope not for the Calgary Flames, for Calgary Flames fans' sake. But, I mean, it could be. It could be that case where it is that the Colorado Avalanche effect where next year they're not going to make the playoffs. It's a very real thing. You never know what can happen. You know, you never know what can happen. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with them this year. But I'm hoping that we can be one of those teams in this final season. We're going to do one more season here as we wait for the Be a GM vote to wrap up. There's no really deadline on that. I will just announce once we got to enough votes, you know, when it's going to be, that type of thing. I don't have any deadlines, so just get over there and vote. I don't want to spend too much time voting because then we don't have enough time to actually do it before the new game comes out. We've only got a couple months before the game is out. So, I mean, it's coming on quickly. We have to do something. Let's see here. Q, we already checked you out. Top 10. Who else? Maybe defense. Let's check defense. Top 10 there in the Dell. Let's check there for 2 weeks. See what we get. 1, 2. That'll put us at the 14th. So, yeah, I mean, we got enough time to do things. We got enough time to get some things done, but we want to try at least make an entertaining product for the last couple months as we prep for NHL 16. So I hope you guys are excited for NHL 16. Hoping to have lots of great things coming. A couple things that are going to be kind of in the way of that is my kid. So I'm going to hopefully be able to work around that. My wife is being very flexible. After all, YouTube is kind of like a second job for me. So there is a bit of income there, and she's going to be on maternity leave. So we're going to need things like that, especially with the new house on the way. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming my way. Tampa Bay won the Stanley Cup. Manchester won the Calder. All right. Now, we can do a little not year-end wrap-up, but I do want to see if anybody got any better once we lead up to the draft here. I don't know. I can't remember what picks we have. I don't think we have Pittsburgh's pick this year. They made the playoffs, which sucked. And yeah, I traded away Shattenkirk. Everybody's like, blah, blah, blah. Why'd you trade away Shattenkirk? You're a friggin' idiot. I know I'm an idiot. Don't worry about me. I understand what happened. Let's see here. Let's go to the 21st. We'll get an idea of the top prospects game. Let me just get out a new piece of digital paper, as I call it. All right, I do not want to do that, but I do want to take a look. They want left wing Glenn Roche. They want left wing Calvin. Oh, that's Valvin. I'm typing Valvin. Calvin Melindy. Defenseman Gavin Clemenson. Defenseman Dan Karkner. And goalie Kent T. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be a huge draft for us, but we don't want to take it. We don't want to enter this draft without any without any kind of idea. So let's go to GM options. Let's go to scouting. We are going to go to scouting report. Scouting report. So here's your top 5. Actually, you know what? Let's do Scouting Central. Does it show their nations? Yes, it does. Okay, so number 1, Gavin Clemenson's considered number 1. Okay, so he's Gavin Clemenson. He's considered number 1. He's a forward, so we'll go with him. He's going to be Canadian, so I'm going to bold him. You guys have no idea what I'm doing right now. This is just how I do it. Oh, and that he was a left wing, I believe. Okay, we'll have to... It doesn't show their position here, does it? I guess I could go to scouting profile. Does it show their position in here? Left. This is defense. So Galvin Clemenson's a defenseman. So it doesn't show... It does show their position. That's right. Okay, Galvin Clemenson. Gilson. He's Swedish, so we're not going to worry about him. Matthias Gilson. Okay, and we're not going to worry about him. Evan Gagnon. He's a Canadian. Left wing. Oh, it does show position right there. I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's see. So left wing, Evan. Oh, my goodness. Left wing, Evan Gagnon. Okay, so he's number 3. Number 4 is going to be a goalie. Caesar Oben. Okay, let's head back to the skaters. Okay, and then we've got Dan Karkner. So he is a top 1 as well. Dan Karkner. Okay, and then we've got Bryce Mass, who's at a center. Bryce Mass. And then we've got number 7, who's Felipe Bork. He's a defenseman, another Canadian. Lots of Canadians. We've got Ralph LaRose, who plays for... It doesn't show what team they play for. That's the only problem here. Ralph LaRose. Okay. And then an Austrian, who's probably not going to be in there, number 9. Sorry, 9th overall, defenseman Stu Buss. And then finally, Radoslav Prospol, who's a defenseman. Radoslav Prospol. Okay, so now I do want to take a look at our other guys, like Glenn Roche. He's a left winger. Glenn Roche is considered 13th overall. Okay, so he's ranked to go 13th. Calvin Melindy, who's ranked to go 22nd. All right. Clemenson we know is going to go 1, so I'm just going over my list. Karkner is going to go 5. And then Kent T is the goalie they recommended to us. Kent T, he's projected to go 30th overall. All right. So this is just part 1 of what I like to do. I like to check that out first, and then I want to go to scouting, or sorry, player stats. I want to take a look at all these Canadians. So let's start with our centers. All right. So centerman Bryce Mass is the one. Yeah, so he's 79 overall, Bryce Mass. Okay, so Bryce Mass. So that's it for centers. Left wingers, we've got Roche, Melindy, Gannon. Roche, Melindy, and Gannon. So here's Melindy. He's 75 overall. Calvin Melindy. Roche is 75 overall. And finally, we're going to have Gannon. There he is. 76 overall. Wow, these guys are all really highly rated. 76 overall. Okay. That's it for the left wingers. We'll go to the right wing. One right winger from the looks of things. But no, sorry, no right wingers. Defense. Let's see. Defense, we got Clemenson and Karkner. Karkner, 74 overall for Karkner. Okay. Clemenson's not on this team. We've also got Felipe Bork. He's not on this team. Oh. So let's head over to the red team. Felipe Bork, 71 overall. Not bad, I suppose. Clemenson's 81 overall. No wonder he's supposed to go first overall. That's crazy. Deschamps, and that is it. And then goaltenders, we got T. Oben, 67 overall. And he's considered to go 4th overall. 67th overall rating. And then, oh, no, not all skaters. We need to change the team. T is 66. All right, so 66 overall. That's not bad for a defenseman, really. Really not bad at all. All right, so now I have all my overalls for all my players. the other thing, the other thing that I need to do here is take a look at players that are, not ranked here, suggested by my scout, but also have a really high overall. So that's another one that I like to look at. So we're looking for everybody who's 70 overall. So here's, center, Harry Appleby is 73 overall. Okay. And then we know Bork Clemenson. There's going to be a few, I think. Taylor Irwin, defenseman. Taylor Irwin. He is 73 overall as well. Let's see here. Bryce Moss we know about. Manlow. There you go. There's another one. Right wing. Warren Manlow is 74 overall. Okay. Melindy we know about. We know about Roche. Smith is pretty close, but no, we do need to have a cutoff somewhere, and that's 70. So that's it for those guys. On the other side, we got Ray Allen. What the hell are you doing here, buddy? Ray Allen. He's 72 overall. We'll find out where these guys are projected to go. Dan Karkner we know about. Adam DeFazio, center. Adam DeFazio is 70. So that's on the bottom of our cutoff. Whoops. God damn it, where's DeFazio? There you go. Donnelly. Here's Fichaude, centerman. Rene Fichaude is 72 overall. We know about Gannon. Hebert's a grinder, right wing. Keith Hebert. And he's 70 overall. Not bad. We'll find out where these guys go. Russ Jarvis. Do we know about Jarvis? That's a familiar name. Maybe not. Left wing. Russ Jarvis. 74 overall. We're almost there. Here's another one. Vic Nicolat. Left winger. Vic Nicolat. Alright. 70 overall. So these guys, again, are the bottom half of our numbers. And that is it. I don't think that any goalies were over 70. No, there's a close one in Oben, 67 overall, but he's projected to go 4th, so I'm really not worrying about it. We are going to go to Scouting Central. I do want to find out where our guys will sit. All right, so we're going to go and search for right wingers first because we got a ton of them. We got Manlow, Allen, Hebert, and Jarvis. So Manlow is projected to go 34th. So Manlow, 34th. We've also got we got Allen, Hebert, and Jarvis remaining. Allen, Hebert. There's Allen. He's 85th. Not bad. So this is a deep draft from the looks of things. Allen, Hebert, and Jarvis. Where's Hebert and Jarvis? Did I miss them? I must have missed them. I must be missing them. Let's go back and then back in. So now we're looking for Hebert and Jarvis. Hebert. There's Hebert. Sorry, 67th overall for Hebert. I passed him. Passed right by. And then Jarvis. I haven't seen him yet. He was a right wing, wasn't he? Where the hell's Jarvis? Russ Jarvis. Why is he not showing up here? Am I missing him that bad? I'm really not too worried about it if I can't find him. Huh. Okay, let's take a look at left wingers then. We've got two. Oh, Jarvis is a left winger, pardon me. Russ Jarvis and Vic Nicolat. Nicolat's supposed to go 17th overall. Okay. And Jarvis is supposed to go 29th. Alright, so that's not a bad idea. Alright, so pop back to centers. We're going to do Appleby, DeFazio, and Fichaude. Fichaude's supposed to go 26th. So nobody really deep in this draft anyway. DeFazio and Appleby is who we're looking for now. Where are you? Must be missing them again. DeFazio and Appleby. No, oh yeah, I must have missed them. I keep missing these guys. Where are you? Let's just look for one. There's DeFazio. They're right next to each other. 57 and 58. DeFazio's 57. And Appleby is 58. Okay. And then finally, we've got one defenseman to look at, and that is Taylor Irwin. And he's projected to go, there he is, 33rd overall. All right. So now we have a good idea. We need lots of picks in the first 2 rounds. There's nobody really that goes past that. The goaltender, Kent T, goes into, sorry, my mic around. The goaler, Kent T, goes into the 3rd round. That's about it. He's the only one. So we do have to take a look here now where we stand in terms of our picks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our phone. We're going to go to, oh wait, we can't update our trade block yet. That's right. We're going to up to this day. Then we can check our trade block. All right. I don't know. I'm not going to make any trades. There's no sense in picking up a prospect this late in the year. Let's take a look at, or this late in our thingamajigger. Anybody from our team go? We are Buffalo. Troy Brouwer retired. All right, Troy Brouwer. So, I mean, we had him signed for the third line. We might be able to find somebody that we like. Edmonton lost Halak, and that Lundqvist is gone. Whatever, I'm not really going to worry about who all retired. It's not a big deal. All right, let's go to our trading block. Now we can have a look and see. Oops, not once. Here's our... So, we have the 2021. We have a first. Hold on. Wow, Baker's 90 overall. Holy shit. Okay. We have a first and a third, so I'd like to acquire at least one second-round pick. All right. We'll find out where we draft, but look at Baker, 90 overall. Brodeen, 92. Yeah, who else? We got Dollywall still an 83. Man, that guy's just not gone any better. He's only 22 years old, though. Gaudreau's an 86. Gibson's a 90 still. Konechny's an 89. Holy, Lucic is an 88 at 33 years old. Unbelievable. All right, anyway, we should be winning. That's the thing that pisses me off about this. All right, let's get into the draft here. We got enough time to do this draft at the very least. All right, so we are picking 15th in the draft. It's funny because look at Pittsburgh. Where are they? Where's Pittsburgh's pick? Oh, they must have traded it away to somebody. They must have traded that pick that we traded them. Was it Pittsburgh that we traded with? Anyway, yeah, it was Pittsburgh. No, who did we give our pick to? It wasn't Pittsburgh. Why would I see theirs? We took it from Pittsburgh. The team that we traded from, whoever was it? St. Louis? Oh yeah, they're picking third. Look at that. We would have the third overall pick this year. Dumb trade. Or it could have been ninth. I'm not sure. It was probably the ninth. We missed by a little bit, so I don't think it was that one. All right. So anyway, we pick 15th. In terms of players, we're looking at Glenn Roche as a left winger. He was in there. Maybe Vic Nikolic. The only one that, yeah, Roche or Nikolic are on our radar, basically. I would like to acquire a second-round pick, but we don't need to do that here in the first round. We don't have any... I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to get to the trade... We're going to get to the draft here. Let's see. So, Roche is gone. He went at 13 like we thought. So, we could go with a guy like Nikolic, who is projected to go... Where's Nikolic? Vic Nikolic. He must have dropped. Where is he? Where's Vic Nikolic? He's projected to go second round now. So let's just go with what we got here in this range. Here's a defenseman, defensive defenseman, 19 years old. We know Nikolic, though, he's a 70 overall. Yeah, but he's going to go second. There's no sense drafting out of that. Let us take this guy. He seems to be the highest defensive defenseman from Russia. He's not a big guy by any stretch of the imagination. I try to stick to my plan as best as possible, but as soon as a guy goes... Oh, what the hell? Oops. I somehow went into that to... There you go. We'll take him. All right, there you go. So now we're going to look at the second round. So let's see who's still available. 33rd was Taylor Irwin. He's gone, so we're not going to worry about picking that guy up. Ray Allen is expected to go 85th overall. It's not bad. Warren Manlow is still on the table. He's still on the table, Warren Manlow, and he's projected to go 34th. So we would need somebody from the early rounds. Did Melindy go? I don't see Melindy's name on there. Melindy is still available. And Melindy is a 75 overall. He's supposed to go 22nd. And I'm not seeing him in there. I'm not seeing Melindy in there. So maybe we can get Melindy. I would go for Calvin Melindy. So let's see what we can trade for. Hold on. Let's see what we can trade for in an early second round pick. All right. Let's see what we can trade with. Vancouver, they have got the early picks. So Vancouver, they got a great relationship with them. Their second one. I mean, who do we have? We don't want anybody on expired in contract. What do we have that's a surplus? Boulis. No, I don't really want to trade an unknown quantity. Left winger. Could we trade some players that... I mean, I would trade Wah for that, but that's still not enough. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. We got 1 year left. What's a draft like this? If we were doing another one, I would invest more time in it, but we are running out of time. There goes Jarvis. Where was Jarvis projected to go? 29th overall, so he did drop. Where'd Melindy go then? Melindy, he actually went to Los Angeles, 10th. So we do have a pick here. We're going to hang up the phones. I really don't care all that much about it. Okay, let's see. Who is supposed to go in that? Somebody at 66 or something. Kent T, the goaltender. Did T go? Doesn't look like it. Also, there's that Ray Allen, who's supposed to go in the 4th round. No, he's supposed to go this round, right? Yeah. So we could go with him. I would be fine with that. I'd be fine with going after Ray Allen. Here's Appleby as well, Harry Appleby. He's a 73 overall. He's probably the better option, to be honest. Let's go with him. Let's go with the guy we know, Harry Appleby. I'm fine with that. All right, quick sim. All right, we do have another pick in the 4th round. Whoop. Hang up the phone. Quick sim. Let's see who's available here. See if we recognize any names. Pelche, another centerman. Can't go wrong with centerman, especially the W. Fine, let's go with him. I love how my plan's been thrown out the window. All right, we're just gonna auto sim the rest. Who cares? There we go. Auto sim. And then we'll have a look at how good everybody got. Okay. So, we didn't stick to the plan. Well, we rarely do. I try to do my best, but I mean, it's really difficult. It's really tough sometimes to stick to that plan. You really have to have a lot of picks. You have to be willing to move a lot of things. Go to contract screen. We'll have a look at what we're dealing with here. Lots of players. We've got $24 million in cap space, and we're going to run into some problems here. Like, we're going to need to sign our 3 best players. Baker, Brodin, and Reinhart. Now, in terms of who needs contracts, there aren't many. Those are the only big ones. All right, those are the only big ones from the looks of things. The rest are all prospects. So that's not bad. We should be okay for this season where we can get all 3 of those guys. Let's have a quick look to see how good everybody is now. Centers, we've got Reinhart, Konechny, Gergensons, and Waugh. That's not a bad top 4 if you ask me. Even Zach Smith. We could probably send him on his way at this point. I mean, he's a good competing player. 80 overall grinder. He's got good faceoffs, good poise. Versus Waugh. Yeah, we could send Waugh away and just keep Zach Smith. Left wing, you got Lucic, Gaudreau, Foligno, and Bonvie. Not bad. I'd like to add a 4th line player there. On the right wing, we got Baker, Simmons, Goats. We got nobody on the right wing, so we do need to find some players there. Defense, we got Brodin and Falk, unbelievable combo. You have Hjalmarsson and Yandel, Dollywall and D'Angelo. Like those are solid combinations. You also got this Patolny guy. He's 21 years old, 81 overall. Bulis, he's never gonna probably get any better, but we've got options. And then in net, we've obviously got John Gibson and Markstrom will re-sign. So I don't see any big issues in cap space. We've got $24 million in cap space. If I look and see what Jonas Brodin wants, he wants 8.7. All right, so if each player wanted $8 million, we could afford them. He wants 7, so that's already, we can drop that down. And then Reinhart wants 7. So I think we can afford all 3 of these guys. If you ask me, what's Baker's shot like? Great shot. The kid's going to score a bunch of goals this year. So good things ahead, guys, I think. Don't forget to vote for the Be a GM vote. Link is down in the description below for those. I'll leave it there. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.